In Volleyball Legends, there are certain rules one must follow in order to successfully function in a team. But no one ever talks about the unspoken ones. That is why I will let you guys know about all the rules made by players in order for the game to become playable in extreme circumstances. And the first one we'll start with is a setter rule. It's extremely uncommon for a team, especially in a public lobby, to have a guy who unselfishly sets the ball to his teammates. So if you do, take advantage of him and let him work by not spiking his ball. The people who brainlessly spike everything in sight genuinely give me secondhand embarrassment. Like, brother, do you not see the blessing you have at hand by a TSK being in your team? Please just read the room, gang. The skill gap a team has only gets wider the second even a mediocre setter joins. So imagine the insane blowout potential a team can have if they simply decide to not spike the second touch and just leave it to the brains of the team. Once everyone gets a grasp of this ideology, we won't see things like this happening every 10 seconds. So to everyone watching this, go and tell your little cousin to lock in and stop touching my balls. Little Johnny gets home from school, turns on his iPad, loads up Volleyball Legends, joins a team, and 3 seconds later, makes the decision to go eat and stay in the game for the remainder of the match. Young! Do me a favor and log the off the game for me. This guy eating and leaving his tablet on isn't what angers me at all. But when they stay in the team and there's only one other guy with them, that is what makes me want to respectfully place a hit on bro. Trolls aside, leave the team if you're not going to be playing for a while, because not only are you holding your team back by taking up a spot, you also have to be aware of the fact that a player can't hit the ball more than one time in a row if there is 2 or more people in the same team. Now, for the guys who are by themselves, this does not apply because the game knows there is no one they can rely on, so the rules change quite a bit. But when it comes to the case I'm specifically referring to, it most definitely does, and makes it extremely difficult to keep up with the opposing team. Sometimes even making players have to bump everything coming their way as a means of surviving the round. So please stop putting us through all of this and just hit the return to lobby button. As we all know, one single player can have a huge impact on a team's success. And the more bodies there are in one team, the higher chance they have to not let the ball touch the ground. I constantly see lobbies with a full team on one side ganging up against 1 or 2 players that are on the other squad, and the score is just what you'd expect. An absolute massacre. When this occurs, some people would usually switch to the losing team in order for the game to balance itself out, and the players that do this more often than not end up being the best player on the server. These people will forever have my gratitude because they are basically the closest thing there is to a symbol of justice in Volleyball Legends. And a lot of the time, the team this guy joins gets infiltrated as soon as they start racking up points and making a massive comeback. Like all of a sudden the underdogs start winning and everyone wants to ride the wave and switch onto their team. This just goes to show that as soon as you're up, people immediately resort to meat riding you just to catch a little handout. Being that you just completely ignored what I said in the previous unspoken rule, or you're in a 1v1 with another guy while playing a team mode, this right here is something a lot of people should start doing if they like challenging themselves. And that is to bump the ball to the other player when taking your serve. It's already hard enough to receive a ball with 2 players on one team, so imagine how difficult it is for a solo player to retrieve it. This way you guys are actually getting a proper game instead of just serving and waiting for the round to refresh. Also, nobody likes the 5 seconds you have to wait in order for another round to start, so I bet there's a lot of you guys out there that would love it if that time got removed, especially since everyone's attention is cooked nowadays. A ball can be on the complete opposite side of the court and there will still be that one guy who sacrifices his limbs in order to get a hit on it. First of all, if this was real life, bro wouldn't live to see a career past 20. And second off, the coach will probably kick you out the team. For these reasons, everyone should stop trying to hit a ball they can't reach and instead just pass the torch on to their teammates since they have a higher chance of scoring a point. Attempting to get a ball that is light years away from you is both hard and illogical because you will have to have an enormous amount of skill in order to pull off that type of spike, which not a lot of people have, including the pros themselves. Like, cool, you can reach a ball that seems impossible to get to, but realistically, at what cost, man? Trust me, you'll get a time to shine the next time a ball reveals itself in your path, so be patient and let other kids eat too, bro. 3. That is the amount of touches a team is allowed to have before sending the ball over the net. At least when it comes to regular circumstances. Knowing this, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys do, it seems to be that Timmy Tough Knuckles hasn't gotten a word of this yet. Because why is Unk still spiking the ball even after every legal touch has been exhausted? And I can say with full confidence that this doesn't just infuriate me, but all of you guys as well, since giving up a point in this manner has got to be one of the most annoying parts of the game. Don't worry though, there is a very easy fix to this, and that is to send a text to bro explaining to him the importance of leaving the ball be. But if he still doesn't comply, then...
Hey yo, what the fuck?
You know what? Never mind. Just be a good kid and don't allow your intrusive thoughts to get the best of you. Arguably, the most important rule every player should be aware of about this game is that if your opponent is getting ready to hit a mean spike and they just so happen to miss, giving them a free point is the only logical way to carry on with the match. Now, why in the world would you ever believe this is true? If Brody Chief missed their spike, let them take their L and live with the fact that they are absolute garbage at the game. You will not be put in the top 10 respect moments for doing this, bro. So just claim your win and go on about your day. Now that I have unveiled all of the buried rules that lie in the game of Volleyball Legends, hopefully you guys stop getting exposed by your teammates when something you don't know shouldn't be done is executed by you. And one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video is because there are a lot of annoying little teacher pets in this game that point out every little thing that inconvenienced them in the slightest. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace.